What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you saw the last video, in it I said there's some special stuff going on with the Hellcat. We'll get to that in a second. However, we're breaking all the factory suspension and stuff back out for it. I've got the two front struts, the two rear shocks, and the rear coils. I got them all. We're gonna go throw them on the Hellcat real quick, and I'll explain why in a second. However, I went to go start the old girl after she's been sitting here for a long time, and it's dead. That's never happened on a new vehicle for me, so that's pretty interesting, but it's dead. So, I don't have any jumper cables here. So, we're gonna run to Harbor Freight, pick up a set of jumper cables, come back, jump the Hellcat, throw all the suspension in it, and then get this thing swapped out. Alright guys, like I said, we just went to Harbor Freight. I got the lowest gauge jumper cables, because especially when doing like trucks and stuff, you need like a lot of current, so I just went like thickest wire possible. And also, it was funny, I walked down the aisle, and I found two of these. There was actually two more on the shelf, but I didn't want to buy four of them right now. But I found two of them, and I never found one before. So that was pretty sweet that there was literally four of them there, but pretty sick. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably end up using one of them. But let's get this thing hooked up and get this car jumped. That's when the box gets thrown away. Alright, so probably through this entire video, a lot of you are still confused. Well, if you have been here on this channel for a long time, you knew a long time ago I literally had my Jetta, my truck, and I picked this up. This was one of those things in life where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do something for myself. And this is what it was. And honestly, this is a 2019 Dodge Charger Hellcat. It has what now is 17,700 miles on it. This car has been fun. It's been crazy. I will say one thing overall is that it, this thing right here, is just nuts. It's an incredible, you know, invention here. This motor is absolutely bananas. 707 horsepower, obviously with a JLT cold air intake, so it actually dynoed, brings it to like 715 or so max. It's crazy. And people all the time are like, oh, Scat Pack Hellcat, Scat Pack Hellcat. I'm gonna be real with you, the reason why I went with the Hellcat is literally to say I have a Hellcat. And other than that, that's literally it. You can't really drive this thing. Honestly, it just shreds tires. I don't think I've ever had this thing to the floor once on any road, really. I mean, it's been 3/4 throttle max, because if you really punch it, this thing is just sideways. Traction control on or off. It's literally bonkers. was something I did for myself a while back, and for the last 3 years I've enjoyed it. Now I'm gonna be real with you guys, and I'm gonna tell you guys what's going on here. First of all, I sold it. I sold the car. However, I will also tell you that the last 3 years I leased the car. So I leased this car for 36 months, 10,000 miles a year. So 3-year lease, 10,000 miles a year, and the car's got 17,000 on it. Obviously, you guys can tell that doesn't add up. The car has pretty much half the miles it should at this time in its life, thus the lease. And when you lease a car, guys, like I said, I've leased my Jetta, I've leased this, I've leased a multitude of vehicles because in this instance, it was quite smart. This car, the payment, I'm gonna be real with you guys here for a second. The payment on this car was $790 a month. So $790 a month, plus, you know, your insurance and all that other stuff, and the gas and all that stuff. You're probably about $1,000 a month in this car. Okay, just gonna be upfront and honest with you. However, I've had this car for 3 years, and this is literally my 3rd set of rear tires. So also $500 a year on top of that. Little things like that. This car adds up. Obviously 93 octane, it's expensive, it adds up. However, because it's been 3 years and I haven't driven it as much, well, pretty much right now, I could sell this, and obviously I got to keep my suspension, I get to keep my wheels. So I keep the suspension, I keep my wheels, and I turn the car in and I get paid. Very, very few times do you return a lease and literally get paid for it. So in this instance, and I'm not saying, oh, I'm getting, you know, $200 back. No, I'm getting almost the whole value of the lease back, and with the extra parts, pretty much the entire value of the lease back. Other than gas and insurance, the car itself was pretty much free. And I'm saying pretty much free, like, break it down, it's not actually $0, but I'm just saying that I get more value back than I even should. So in that, it's like, I drive this thing about 400 miles a month. Sick. I've driven it all the way to Florida. I've driven it all the way back. All the way over Ohio. I use this car as my little road trip car. If I gotta go somewhere, I take this because it's just, obviously, it's just a car. It cruises, nothing big, nothing crazy. I don't drive it enough to literally be paying a mortgage a month on a car. Right now is the only time ever I could pretty much off this car and get paid to do so. So I need to take advantage of that because, like I said, are all those years and all that time worth the money I could get off of, like, get back from it right now, and also outweigh the money I'd be putting into it for years to come? I got to a point where I'm like, I don't think so. So guys, I made the decision, and this is going to go. Now, like I said, that's pretty much $1,000 a month back into my pocket, plus all the money I'm literally getting back from putting into this car for 3 years. A little side money too, get back from some mods on this car. So all in all, win-win situation. Like today, I just had to swap the suspension out because obviously that did not go into the deal, nor did these, but these are actually gonna get swapped out when they go back to the dealer. Yes, you heard me, car's going back to the dealer, and I'm getting paid to return a lease. Yes. Thank you. Now you understand why I need to do this. And like I said, it's an amazing car. This thing is absolutely an animal. I cannot complain. However, it's too much to literally drive normally, and it's literally a mortgage a month for absolutely no reason. It's pretty sick. Quite proud of myself for doing this, and doing this literally when I was 19. Wait, not 19. Dude, this was my 21st birthday present to myself. This was literally my 21st birthday present to myself, and I'm actually super stoked that I can off it and then get money back in return. So I'm super thrilled. I am very thankful, and I can't believe I've had an amazing opportunity and experience with this car the last 3 years. Quickly, we had the K&W coilover suspension on it. Actually lowered it a bit. I don't like the lift kit now, but it's also pretty sick. I kind of like it. I haven't seen it like this in so long. Because obviously it's all been tucked underneath, which is crazy, but I haven't seen this in so long, so it's like really tall right now. But we had the K&W coilover suspension, we had the Asante, I think they were black label, I forget the number, 20 by 9.5s up front and 20 by 10.5s in the rear, 295s in the rear as well, Nitto 555 G2s. Great tire for handling, poor for putting down power. Literally, all they did was spin, and all the tread is missing, and this whole, you could just see, you know, rubber. This thing's a burnout king. GLT performance, cold air intake, and then obviously we put the LED side markers in because that really cleans up the car. Honestly, if I had another Hemi or a Hemi truck or something like that, or a TRX, mid-muffler delete, way to go. Gives you some sound, not too loud of an idle, but you know, I think it's all around not ear piercing, not crazy, not ridiculous, but it sounds good. But yeah, it's been an incredible ride with this thing. Super proud of myself. Like I said, it was my 21st birthday present to myself. And it's been a crazy, I can't believe it's been 3 years already, but I also said the same thing when I had my Jetta. So literally 2 3-year leases, my Jetta and my Hellcat, and it's been 6 years. Holy crap, guys. That's absolutely nuts. I've got so, like I said, I've literally got so many projects and so many things going on. It just, like I said, it just sits, and you're literally paying a mortgage on something, and it's like, I could do that for, you know, whatever more years, or I could just return it, get all my money back, and spend that every month, which is like no brainer in my position. So unfortunately, I had to do it. And with this leaving, obviously it does open the world to new things as well, so stay tuned for that. I'm in a selling mood lately. I don't know what I want to do with the green truck. Before a lot of you go crazy, I know. I'm just in a selling mood recently because I just want to start fresh and get some new, you know, some new builds, new content going. So that's where I'm like, I don't know here, because like I said, once the pink truck finishes, obviously the Jeep and the Bronco, obviously the Jeep and the Bronco are both brand new vehicles, so bolts come out, everything comes apart and goes back together easily, and all the mods are kind of simple and not as crazy, so those will go fast. So it's like, that's what I'm saying, is like this also opens up a world of opportunities. So if you guys enjoyed this video, shoot a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before, please get down there, click subscribe, drop me a comment while you're down there. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next one.